My father died alone in a nursing home while his children hadn't spoken to each other in 3 years. That's not how this story was supposed to end. We were a close family. Sunday dinners. Holiday traditions. Birthday celebrations. Until we had to decide on Dad's care. What happened to us happens to thousands of families every single year. And if you have aging parents, you need to hear this before it's too late. Because the conversation we avoided is the exact conversation that destroyed everything we had built together. Let me take you back to where it all started. Dad had a stroke. Nothing major at first. He recovered mostly. But things were different. He couldn't live alone anymore. That's when the fighting began. My sister wanted him in the best facility money could buy. Top-tier care. Private room. All the amenities. It cost $8,000 a month. She said Dad deserved the best after working his whole life. She had a point. My brother disagreed completely. He found a decent place for $3,000 a month. Clean. Safe. Good reviews. He argued we needed to preserve Dad's savings for emergencies. For his future needs. That made sense too. I was caught in the middle. Both options seemed reasonable. Both siblings were thinking about Dad. But neither was thinking about us. About what this decision would do to our family. Here's what nobody tells you about elder care decisions. They're never really about the care. They're about guilt. About proving who loves their parent more. About unresolved childhood dynamics that suddenly explode when stress hits. My sister felt guilty for moving across the country for her career. The expensive facility was her way of making up for not being there. She couldn't say that out loud. So she attacked anyone who disagreed with her choice. My brother had been helping Dad with finances for years. He saw the bank statements. He knew how fast the money would disappear. He was trying to be practical. But it came across as cold. As not caring enough. The arguments got worse every week. Phone calls turned into screaming matches. Family group chats became war zones. We stopped talking about Dad's actual needs. We were too busy defending our positions and attacking each other. Then the accusations started. My sister said my brother just wanted to inherit more money. My brother said my sister was trying to ease her guilt with Dad's savings. I tried to mediate. That just made both of them angry at me. We brought in Dad's doctor. Bad idea. My sister thought the doctor agreed with her. My brother heard something completely different. Now we were fighting about what the doctor actually said. The doctor stopped returning our calls. Months passed. Dad was still at home with a part-time aide. We couldn't agree on anything. His condition was getting worse. But we were too busy fighting to notice. That's the thing about family conflicts. They blind you to what actually matters. Finally, Dad fell. Broke his hip. Had to go to a facility immediately. We didn't get to choose. The hospital social worker chose for us. A middle-tier place. Not great. Not terrible. Nobody was happy. But at least the decision was made. You'd think that would end the fighting. It didn't. Now we fought about who visited enough. Who called the nurses. Who advocated for better care. The facility became another battlefield instead of a place where we came together for Dad. Dad noticed. Of course he noticed. He asked why we never visited together anymore. Why conversations got awkward when he mentioned one of us to another. We lied. Said we were busy. Had different schedules. He knew better. The last coherent conversation I had with Dad, he told me his biggest regret. Not the stroke. Not the nursing home. Us. He said watching his children destroy their relationship was worse than losing his independence. He'll never forget the look in his eyes. 3 months later, he was gone. We barely spoke at the funeral. Sat in different sections. Left separately. Haven't had a real conversation since. My sister and I exchange brief texts on birthdays. My brother and I are Facebook friends who never interact. That's what's left of our family. Was the expensive facility worth losing my siblings forever? Was saving money worth never seeing my nieces and nephews grow up? Was being right worth being alone? The answer is obvious now. It wasn't obvious then. Here's what I learned too late. Elder care decisions aren't about finding the perfect solution. They're about finding a solution you can all live with. A compromise that keeps the family intact. Because your parent will eventually be gone. But you'll have to live with your siblings for the rest of your life. Research shows that 70% of families experience significant conflict over elder care. 40% report permanent damage to family relationships. These aren't just statistics. These are real families torn apart by decisions that seem so important at the time. The money issue is huge. Elder care costs average $6,000 per month in the United States. Most families aren't prepared for that expense. Most parents haven't saved enough. So children fight about who pays what. Who sacrifices more. Who cares more. Money becomes a weapon. But underneath the money arguments are deeper issues. Sibling rivalry from childhood. Feelings of favoritism. Old resentments about who got more attention. Who was more successful. Who disappointed the parents. Elder care brings all of that to the surface. There's also the geographical factor. The sibling who lives closest often bears the most responsibility. Daily visits. Emergency calls. Dealing with staff. The distant siblings don't see that burden. They just see someone controlling the situation. Resentment builds on both sides. Different families handle stress differently. Some siblings want to research every option thoroughly. Others want to decide quickly and move on. Some need to process emotions first. Others focus on logistics. These different styles clash when everyone is already stressed and scared. The parents' wishes get lost in all this fighting. We never actually asked Dad what he wanted. We assumed. We projected. We decided based on our own needs and guilt and fears. Dad became a problem to solve instead of a person to care for. Professional mediators say the key is having these conversations early. Before the crisis hits. Before emotions run too high. Before positions get entrenched. Discuss expectations. Discuss finances. Discuss responsibilities. Get everything out in the open when you can still think clearly. But most families don't do that. We avoid difficult conversations. We pretend our parents will live forever. We assume we'll figure it out when the time comes. Then the time comes and we're completely unprepared. Emotionally. Financially. Logistically. If I could go back, here's what I would do differently. I would call a family meeting the day after Dad's stroke. I would hire a professional mediator. I would make everyone agree to one rule. We preserve our relationship above all else. Whatever we decide together. I would ask Dad directly what he wanted. Not what we thought he needed. What he actually wanted. His voice. His choice. His life. We took that away from him by fighting over him instead of talking with him. I would set a deadline. Make a decision within 2 weeks. Research the options. Visit facilities together. Talk to doctors together. Then vote. Majority rules. Everyone agrees to support the decision even if they disagree. No more endless arguments. I would establish clear roles. Who handles finances? Who communicates with medical staff? Who visits when? Who makes emergency decisions? Write it down. Agree to it. Stick to it. No more fighting about who's doing enough. I would schedule regular family meetings. Every month. Talk about how Dad is doing. Talk about how we're doing. Address small issues before they become big ones. Keep communication open. Keep the relationship strong. Most importantly, I would remember that this isn't about winning. It's not about being right. It's not about proving anything. It's about loving your parent and loving your siblings enough to find a way forward together. The tragedy of elder care conflicts is that everyone involved usually has good intentions. My sister genuinely wanted the best for Dad. My brother genuinely wanted to protect his future. I genuinely wanted peace. We all loved Dad. We all loved each other. But we let the stress and fear and guilt turn that love into weapons. Now I go to family weddings alone. I see photos of my nieces and nephews on social media. I hear about my siblings through mutual friends. We live in the same city but might as well be on different planets. All because we couldn't agree on a nursing home. If you have aging parents, please learn from my mistake. Have the difficult conversations now. Make plans together. Agree on principles before you need to make decisions. Decide what matters most. Hint, it's not the nursing home. It's each other. Your parents gave you siblings for a reason. So you wouldn't be alone in this world. So yet of people who share your history. Your memories. Your foundation. Don't throw that away over a decision that ultimately won't matter as much as you think it will. Dad's been gone for 5 years now. I can't remember if his nursing home room was on the 2nd or 3rd floor. I can't remember the name of his favorite nurse. But I remember perfectly the last words my sister said to me before we stopped speaking. I remember the look on my brother's face at the funeral. Those memories will never fade. Choose your family. Choose forgiveness. Choose compromise. Choose love over being right. Because one day your parent will be gone. And all you'll have left is each other. Make sure you still have each other when that day comes. Don't make my mistake. Don't let elder care destroy what took a lifetime to build.